For this presentation, I wanted to talk about something that's become a big part of my first semester here at Western, my faith journey. I didn't expect this to be something I'd focus on in college, and I definitely didn't expect to be presenting this in front of a class, but it ended up being a major part of my growth. These two free writings asked me to reflect on the best and hardest parts of my semester, and to talk honestly about myself and my challenges. When I looked back on what I wrote, almost everything pointed to how my faith had changed. So that's why I chose to build this presentation. This is a little bit of where I started. At 5, my parents divorced, and a lot in my life shifted, emotionally and practically. I've had to redefine my relationships with them and learn how to build boundaries to respect myself. In the middle is a picture of my family. From left to right, it's my older brother Jonathan, my mom Tina, my younger brother Durham, and my dad John. And that was us about a year ago. At 11, I decided that I didn't want to go to church anymore and that I wanted nothing to do with Christianity. The adults in my life were saying things and their actions didn't align with it, and not being able to separate those people from Christianity as a whole, I decided that I wanted nothing to do with Christianity because I didn't want to be like those people. I didn't feel connected, and for years, faith just wasn't something that I was involved in, and I thought it wasn't for me. But at the same time, I still had that need in my heart to have something to fill the void. So I just searched for placeholders, and it was temporary, and I never really felt satisfied with things. But things changed when I came to Western. The picture on the left is from when my mom and brothers were baptized. At this time, I still wasn't interested in being involved for myself, but it was something that I was really proud of them for, to see them stepping into the next phase of something where they genuinely felt connected to spiritually, emotionally, and in everything in their life. Then fast forward to this semester. The photo in the middle was when I first started getting into my faith, and I felt like a good step was to start praying. And I thought a change of scenery would be nice, and somewhere that was alone, where I could be alone, and where I could kind of just be with myself and my thoughts. This worked really well for me, and it ended up being something that I resonated with emotionally and really did connect spiritually. And then the photo on the right is the first church service I attended. It didn't particularly end up being something that I felt connected to just because it was very traditional and it was a lot of older church members, but I did enjoy the calm setting and the kind of quiet service. So it was a nice thing to do. Then finding faith community. So here's Ratio Christi. I can't speak much on that organization, but it was the organization that I found first, which got me connected to Gateway. And it wouldn't be a few weeks later until I kind of started diving into Gateway for myself, searching for specific Bible groups, which at Gateway we call Connect and Community groups. Connect groups are for freshmen. So I started with that one, and it was exactly what I wanted it to be. It was a small group of people where I felt like I could grow, but at the same time learn so much from people who had been in the community for a long time and who had a lot of knowledge to share. It was very humbling, and it was something that I'm still very grateful for to be a part of. So how my faith has grown. Since getting involved, the biggest change that I've noticed is feeling more grounded and less overwhelmed. I don't feel like I'm trying to carry everything by myself anymore like I used to in the past, and I know that I can just give myself away because God is always with me. I've also become more intentional, choosing to explore faith rather than avoiding it or pushing it away like it was something bad. These photos are from 2 service projects that I did this semester, and serving others has started to feel more meaningful and natural, rather than something where I need to prove my worth and value through, like I had learned to do in my childhood. Overall, I feel steadier and more open than I had in the past, and especially than I did in the beginning of the semester. I'm still learning, but I can definitely feel the difference, and I'm excited to continue changing and learning as a Christian.